Today we're talking about a 1-year review on a LiTime Group 24 100 amp hour battery. This is a 12.8 volt LiFePO4 battery that I've had running basically the mule battery in my smaller aluminum boat. I've got the 190 tracker, and then I've got an old 80s 17-foot aluminum tracker that I put on my neighborhood lake, and it runs strictly a 12 volt trolling motor battery. I've had zero issues with it whatsoever. And it's quite weathered. You can see it's pretty well worn off on the decals from just bouncing around. In my battery tray, I've got another electronics battery that rubs up against it. Now this battery gets the most use out of all the 100 amp hour batteries that I've ran. I've been trying to consistently get back to one common battery. I'll test one for a while, then I'll go back to this one basically. And what that's doing is just helping get more cycles on a couple of the batteries rather than just running them for a few cycles each. Like I mentioned, it's a 100 amp hour battery, and we did test it again. So I tested it when it was new, and now I've done another capacity test on it. We'll put it on our leaderboard over here in just a minute. And it tested at 1,335 watt hours. So that backs into about 104 amp hours, and that's a 104% of the rated capacity on the battery. So it's about a year old now. It's got a bunch of cycles on it. It's been sitting in my boat all winter, and 104 amp hours out of this particular battery, so that's fantastic. I know my tester says 103, but we're gonna go with my board here off the watt hours that's coming off the battery. So it says 103 on it, but it really should be 1335.7 is actually 104 amp hours and change. So we're gonna go with that because it's a lot more precise number for our to use on our leaderboard. So let's go ahead and jump to that. Okay, so this is the capacity call-out board. This is fairly new. I showed this in the MillerTech video not too long ago. Basically, you're taking the actual capacity of the battery that I tested and dividing it by the advertised capacity. So you're going to get a percentage from that, and anything over 100%, basically you're getting some free capacity out of. I mean, that should make sense. And so our leader right now is a DC House 50 amp hour 12 volt battery. It's got 113% of its advertised capacity. We've got an Okmo Group 24, a Golden Mate, Time USB, another Time USB, and the LiTime start to show up here about mid-pack. I got the extra mini here is the highest LiTime so far at 107.4%. This one, like we talked about, is 104.4, so that's going to come in right above the Golden Mate that we did, and right below the DC House Group 24. We got a MillerTech in here, Redodo Group 31, so it's running there. We've done about 27, 28 tests so far. So I will put links in the description for the LiTime Group 24 battery if you're interested in that. And thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next video.